how much of your music, how much of that revelation starts with the music and how much of it starts with the teaching? Do they cross? Do you use music to pull that revelation to the body? How does that work? And especially in a house that doesn't have such a well, how much can you use music to do that?
We give them everything they teach here, we give them. So.
My dad says it starts in worship.
Yeah. They steal everything from us.
Yeah.
We do play off each other. I think that, Chris, Brian, whoever's leading up here, the word says that you all may prophesy. So think about that. Everybody's prophetic.
Sure.
So I think that there's a well of our relationship with God that comes out in our music, in our prophetic, in our leading because of the well. I mean, I think we've heard that 3 times in school this year of like, you are a well and what you do comes from that well. It is not something, if you try to rush being up here in any way, shape, or form, you're not going to be tapping in or speaking from or singing from that well. Is it, causing it to be different in a different house, or is it different there, or why is it different here? Are we better? That's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I definitely think that they operate in this house, we operate as a team from that place of being that well of revelation, from having a rooted relationship daily with the Lord and with the Holy Spirit. So I think it's a combination of things. And it gets really fun when you sing a one-liner and the pastor on the front row is like, because their whole message that they planned last week is the very prophetic word that you just sang.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh yeah! So that's when it gets really fun, is when the worlds collide. And that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Why? Because we are all prophetic and we will all be getting the same thing. So eventually it's not going to be only the guy in the front row and the guy who has the mic on stage.
Yeah.
Everybody, the body. We need to speak over and sing over our body that we would be getting the same thing, that the Lord would be downloading, so that corporately we can go to the same place without even somebody having to say anything. That's what's going to get fun.
Nailed it.
So yes, it is, absolutely. But remember with worship and music, it's not just lyrical revelation that we're bringing. Worship, the bed of atmosphere that we're creating, can inspire revelation, in worship. So it is my dad said everything starts from worship. All the revelation he gets starts in a place of worship. But they're always trying, if you're a worship leader or songwriter, be smart, bring a notepad or your iPhone to church. A lot of people think I'm texting, and I am, for the most part. But half the time I am, during the preaching, I'm writing down phrases or words that I'm getting. So anyways.